It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Join us Wednesday, November 12th. Nintendo tweeted this out an hour ago. Wednesday, November 12th, 6 a.m. Pacific. I'm assuming 9 a.m. Eastern for the Nintendo Direct featuring the world's premiere of the Super Mario Galaxy movie official trailer. Please note that no game information will be included in this presentation. Okay. Guys, finally, we're in that zone. And I'll be honest, man. I have not uploaded in literal months. Let's put aside the direct stuff, because that's literally been the only thing I've been making videos about. It's like a reaction to a direct, then like a discussion on like, oh, the direct was okay, the direct was good, thoughts on games and whatnot. That's all I've been doing. Guys. I know no one cares about my life. I got a lot of bills to pay and a lot of mental struggles. But you want to know what's kind of therapeutic? You want to know what's kind of therapeutic if I'm having a bad day? I put on some Mario. There's some stuff I was going through not last spring, but the spring around when the first Mario movie dropped, right? I just put it on. It's like, man, I just have a big ass smile on my face the whole way through. Mario is kind of an antidepressant. I'm like 10% serious. I'm like 90% kind of bullshitting, but like, if the first movie could give me that kind of dopamine rush the whole way through, imagine how high I'm gonna get watching a Mario Galaxy movie. They announced this movie like 2 months ago, the September Direct. I've not made a discussion. I've had a running record of like, I'm so late to discussing like what could happen in these games, in these movies, theories, ideas, etc. Like, I do it literally like a day or two before we get the actual like release of the game, of the movie. I did this with Sonic 3. Sonic 3 is the one that sticks out in my mind. There's another game I did this. In case you didn't tell, I don't got a script for this one. This is one of those few discussions that's going to be off the cuff. But here, you got your update. We're going to get a direct in less than 48 hours of the Mario Galaxy movie. I'm assuming this direct's going to be like maybe like 6 or 7 minutes long. Because looking back at the first Mario movie, it wasn't that long. We got like a poster and they were talking like, we had like Miyamoto and I think Chris Meledandri talking about it. And then we get the trailer. It was a teaser too. That's the other thing. Going back to like, I don't know if, because I want to do a discussion and I wanted to do a theories analysis type shit, right? About this movie. But like, for the first Mario movie, we got that teaser like a few days before New York Comic-Con. I thought the same exact thing was going to happen for the Galaxy movie, and we didn't get it there. We didn't get it the week after, or the week after that, or the week after that. So I just kept thinking, but if I start the script, if I start the discussion, now they're going to announce this direct. And I just kept sitting on it, and I kept sitting on it, and I kept sitting on it over and over and over. And now we have the announcement. To whatever. I'm going to talk like theories and stuff, because I love Mario, man. I love Mario Galaxy. Ooh, I love Mario Galaxy. I don't know if you know this. See, I always hyped up Odyssey over the last 8 years. The game is 8 years old. Jesus. But Galaxy, though. Galaxy 1. That's one of my favorite Mario games of all time. Galaxy 2. Also really good. I also really love Galaxy 2. So, because I'm so late, stuff I might say you might have heard before. You might not be surprised, right? But, oh my god. I guess the first thing I'll start off with is comment your dad's right. Comment your dad's right. If you were around when my channel was like covering Mario movie stuff, because I did a lot of movies talking about like discussing theories and some meme videos here and there. I gotta do that last final Mario movie slander. I never did that, but dude, the hype train for the first Mario movie, like say whatever you want. Like maybe you're not a fan of the Mario movie. Maybe you're like, it's okay. It's a little mediocre, right? It doesn't go too ham on story. There's not really too big of a plot there. It's mainly just like how these Mario characters interact with one another, but it's mainly how like you have like the gaminess of the Mario games in the movie. I think it's a really fun movie. I enjoy it so freaking much. It's got its flaws. It's not perfect. I have so much fun watching the movie. Same with watching the trailers leading up to the movie. For those who know, you guys know I went ham on the discussions and the theories and the analyses back when the first Mario movie was hyping up its release. So it just feels so nice. We're going to hop back into that saddle. We're going to hop back into that Mario movie hype train. But with Galaxy, I think there's going to be more hype, and there's going to be higher expectations set on it because it's Galaxy, because it is Mario Galaxy. Like that, like it's funny too, because Mario Galaxy originally never really always sold like that good. It sold good for a 3D Mario, like roughly 12 million. I think it sold about the same as like Mario 64 or Mario 64 DS. But like Odyssey is like the best-selling 3D platformer of all time. It's about to hit like almost like 30 million copies. But you hear like bigger numbers for 2D Mario games. You hear way bigger numbers for Mario Kart. Like 3D Mario is obviously like the system seller, but it's not the biggest system seller. And yet everyone who talks about Galaxy, like everyone knows about Galaxy. And it also helps too, because Rosalina is so prominent in like pretty much every Mario spinoff since Mario Kart 7, I want to say. Somewhere around there. There we go. I was trying to pull up the logo for the Mario Galaxy movie, because that's the other thing, guys. Fuck Mario Brothers 3. Fuck Super Mario World. Fuck Mario Sunshine. We're going straight to Galaxy. That's like a Mario movie franchise is one of those IPs and ideas you would think Nintendo would just play the long game on. Like we would get like a whole ass trilogy, right? Like Mario Brothers. We got like an Origin-esque type of story with Mario and Luigi, how they live in Brooklyn, how they started their plumbing business, how they get to the Mushroom Kingdom, etc. And like you could kind of like interweave like Mario Brothers 1 and a little Mario Kart and other games into that. So after that, you would think like, okay, we got like a bit of like some continents, some neighboring lands. We get like a montage of them going through Bob-omb Battlefield, Toast Arena, etc. But then they talk about how like there's like a whole Kong country, the Mushroom Kingdom, it's its own land, the Dark Lands, Bowser's Castle, etc. And then like Bowser steals like a star at the beginning of the movie from the Snowland from the Penguins. Like you would think like with Mario 3 or like primarily Mario World, they would just go explore the world. Like an actual world adventure, actually see more of the Mario world, quote unquote, right? And we thought that too, because like Yoshi, the ending, the teaser at the tail end of the movie, like the post-credit scene, that's the word I was looking for. We got like Yoshi's egg hatching and like that, and we see Yoshi's Island in that montage when Mario, Peach, and Toad are traveling like the lands and whatnot, but we don't see the green Yoshi eggs at like the post-credit scene and all that stuff. We just thought Mario World. We really just thought it was going to be Mario World. That was going to be the second Mario movie. There's a huge universe out there with a lot of galaxies. It was literally under our noses this entire time. They just said, they're just going straight, they're just going straight to Mario Galaxy instead. They're not even going to do, I kind of respect it in a way. Because me being the stupidest like Mario troglodyte on the planet, where it's like jingling keys in front of me, like ooh goo gaga, I love Mario, that's how you calm me down, like literally jingling keys in front of a baby, right? I would have appreciated if they went the long game. They just gradually expand and go into Mario 3 / Mario World in one movie with like Yoshi and the Koopalings, maybe Bowser Jr., etc. Or maybe Mario Sunshine kind of does something similar, right? We're just going straight to Galaxy. And so that's exciting. That's really exciting. But the main thing why people have higher expectations, I think inherently, right? First movie kind of plays it light with character stuff and the actual story itself, right? I think this movie is going to be at least one tier above the original Mario Brothers movie. At least in like the story, the writing, the character depth, that kind of thing. I think this Galaxy movie is going to be inherently one tier above. Because we got Rosalina. Like, she's obviously like one of the most important parts of Mario Galaxy. We got the Galaxy 1 and 2 remasters. They're going to release a physical version of the Galaxy book of Rosalina's storybook, not like Galaxy, but like Rosalina's like little storybook that like shows her backstory. We're gonna get a physical version of that. We're getting Galaxy Amiibo close to when this movie drops. The Macy's Thanksgiving, the 99th Thanksgiving Macy's Day Parade. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, 99th one. There's going to be Mario Balloon. It's themed after Mario Galaxy. Like, Nintendo is really pushing a lot of Galaxy love. Which feels awesome, because I love Galaxy 1 and 2. But Rosalina is like a whole key component with Galaxy 1. I think just having her backstory in this movie, that might make me cry. Because I always kept saying, like, I might cry during the Mario movie. I didn't actually cry, though. A sad, heart-wrenching backstory with Rosalina, though, in the storybook told in, like, a theatrical movie, that might push me over the edge. But just having that storybook in the movie, just having that backstory in the Mario Galaxy movie, that already is, like... it's kind of, like, twice more story than the first Mario Brothers movie. I love the first Mario Brothers movie. But I can admit it doesn't do a lot, and like the character in the story department, don't get me wrong, because like that's the other thing too, like the obstacle training course when Mario and Peach are like Mario's like trying over and over, Peach gets the obstacle course right on the first try. People have their qualms with Peach, but like that moment is like my favorite moment in the movie, because you also like get like a taste of like both Peach and Mario's character. Peach is like the insert of the pro Mario player. Mario is like the novice. The player that's new to Mario games, the one that's going to struggle a lot in this level over and over and over. Like, that was the whole thing. Like, Mario's stubbornness plays into the player for Mario games. And we do get some of that in other parts of the movie, too. But stuff like Mario and Peach interacting, Mario and Donkey Kong, we don't get a lot of that. And like, another thing that would make this movie, like, really, really good, you don't even have to make a crazy plot. I think people would be really happy if we had just more character, like, interactions, more character exploration. Because Mario being, like, the stand-in for the player, and, like, him being stubborn, it's, like, him not giving up, but that also reflects how Mario players don't give up. That's, like, the most we kind of get in Mario Brothers, the Mario Brothers movie. So I think, like, more exploration in, like, Mario's personality, Peach's personality, maybe like obviously, well, Peach is a whole other thing, but like Rosalina as well. More Luigi. We don't get much Luigi doing much in the Mario Brothers movie too. I think if they broaden these characters more, I think like a lot more people would be more forgiving if these movies didn't have that big of a plot. That said, though, I think this movie might emphasize like the adventure more than the actual like story, because like that's kind of what Mario Brothers did. But like Mario Galaxy 2, like those are probably like the biggest examples of Mario games where the adventure like really is emphasized, molded. Like, you know how like Mario, like people, like there are Mario fans out there, and I kind of agree with some of what they say. The story is like the adventure. The story in Mario games is the journey. You could kind of say this about a lot of other games too, but people do also say, I think there's some truth to that, because like this could be its own whole video on itself. But there's like a point people bring up that the journey in Mario games is the story, like Mario going through all these like crazy ass like levels, locations, etc. And I do think there is some truth to that, but I low-key think Galaxy 1 and 2 emphasize that like the most out of other Mario games, because it's also the atmosphere. Galaxy 1 especially, Galaxy 2 has some, but Galaxy 1 mainly has like this atmosphere, just like going through all these vast locations. You have these colorful, whimsical, vivid levels like Good Egg Galaxy, Honey Hive, Toy Time, Beach Bowl, etc. But then you have these like vast, empty, quiet, somber like levels like Gateway Galaxy, at least like the beginning planet when you first land on it, the beginning part of Gateway Galaxy, Sling Pod Galaxy, Space Junk Galaxy, galaxies like those. Wait, what's the name of that one? I forget the name of that other galaxy, but there's the one where like you're surrounded by a poison lake, you have to like traverse this one maze and then another maze to a star in a bubble. I forget the name of that level, but if you play Galaxy, you know what I'm talking about. Like, we get like plenty of galaxies like those, and that also drives home just like the whole feeling like Galaxy provides, and that's also emphasized by Rosalina's storybook, Rosalina as a character. Like, a lot of Galaxy is just that. just that contrast of the scary, the unknown, the quietness space offers, but also like with most Mario games, you have like these bubbly, these like happy-go-lucky, colorful other levels throughout. Like you never know what's around every corner in space. And Galaxy 1 and 2 like do emphasize that really well, because Galaxy 2 does have levels like that. It's pretty much like there's no Rosalina backstory or any like thread line, like how like Galaxy 1 starts and then like how Rosalina gets involved. You have like less layers with Galaxy 2, but then the remaster went in to add a storybook and more of a story to Galaxy 2. So I think this movie, like, yeah, like the Mario Brothers movie emphasizes the adventure more than an actual story, and I do think Galaxy is going to do the same, but I would appreciate more if we do just get more character exploration and more character depth. With at least a couple more characters, like more Luigi, we get more explorations of Mario, obviously Rosalina. I have more faith like the movie's going to be more enjoyable writing-wise because we're going to get Rosalina. Dude, that's the other thing too. Dude, I promise you Galaxy is one of my favorite Mario. I like 100% of Galaxy 1, like at least 10 times, including the Luigi playthrough, because you have to play Galaxy 1 all over again with Luigi. I played Galaxy 1 so many times back in elementary school. I never, ever, ever thought this soon on top we were going to get a Galaxy movie. Galaxy on the big screen. We're going to see Rosalina on the big screen. I guess, actually, yeah, no, I pulled up the logo too. Because the other thing too, okay, literally you look inside the logo for the Mario Galaxy movie, the Galaxy parts, you see a lot of planets from the actual game itself. Like, I'm struggling to make out what this first planet is in the corner of the G. It's not the planet I'm thinking of, but I'm thinking of the first planet you're on in the Mega Leg mission, the first Bowser Jr. mission, but like, you got some planet up in the top of the G. You have Bowser's airship between the G and the A. In the A, there's the UFO. The UFO that's at the start of the game. Dude, I tweeted out that UFO like a couple months ago. I'm like, dude, what if the Shroops are in this movie? If you see my Mario Slander videos, you know they're not going to show up. They're not going to be in the movie. Dude, I want the Shroops so bad. The Shroops would be... You have to admit though, the Shroops would be perfect for a Galaxy movie. Dude, you want an adversary? You want to like stretch beyond Bowser? You don't want to like run the risk of it being too repetitive with Bowser? Throw in the Shroops. Literally, they're aliens. Literally, they like take over other civilizations and other planets. It's an easy setup. They're not going to do it. But like, I'm just saying it would be really cool. And in the L and in the A, you have like the tree you fight. I forget the name of that bug, the bug boss from Honey Hive. But the tree from that galaxy, plus like all of Honey Hive is in the A. You have Gateway Galaxy in the X. And the question mark planet from Gusty Garden Galaxy in the Y. Like, dude... There's another planet down here. My first thought is the planet you fight King Caliente on in Good Egg Galaxy. Plus, there was also a leak. There was a recent leak of some cookies. There was a Yoshi egg. Plus, what Yoshi's going to look like in the Mario movie and some renders like Mario flying in space in the cover of Galaxy. Like the movie, like there's a movie version of that. There's a movie version of Mario riding on Yoshi flying in space like on the Galaxy 2 cover. There's the Comet Observatory on the box too. And, you know, this is technically spoilers, but, like, this is also in the game. Bowser Jr.'s logo's on the cookie box, but, like, Bowser Jr. is also a relatively big part in Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, too. I think we're going to get a decent number of Galaxy 2 love in this movie, too. Like, I don't think it's just going to be Yoshi. I think we are going to get some Galaxies, maybe some, like, NPCs and some characters from Galaxy 2 in here. Because if we're going to explore other planets, you kind of have to add, like, other of the races and the NPCs from Galaxy 1 and 2, like the bees from Honey Hive, maybe the Whittles from Tall Trunk. Dude, the chimp would be awesome. Oh, dude. Oh, my God. Wait. My mind's going all over the place. The soundtrack, too. The soundtrack for this movie is going to be fucking crazy. It's going to be crazy. Dude. Yoshi Star Galaxy with an orchestral spin? Obviously, we're going to get Gusty Garden Galaxy. Oh my god, the Comet Observatory. Oh my god, dude. I'm so excited for this movie. I was just recording my replays for Smash because I have like over like 220 plus saved. I think I'm halfway done. Thank God. But dude. This is gonna be so much fun. Like this is gonna be such a fun time. Plus, like, I'm also looking at the art Nintendo shared on their Twitter, like announcing this. Dude, the water looks so good. Dude, one thing you gotta give these movies is the presentation it's unlike any other video game movie. Like, we can talk the story, but like everything about the Mario Brothers movie feels one-to-one with the Mario games. Well, putting Peach's character aside, I know that's a little bit of a hot debate. But like, how the characters look, how everyone else at least acts. The look in the Mushroom Kingdom, dude, these movies are so good looking. The Galaxy movie is gonna look so fucking good, dude. It's gonna look so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. This art is so pretty. Why is the Chef Toad from Super Nintendo World in there? The theme park is canon in the movies. Oh my god, the Slander thing! Wait, this is one of the jokes I put in my second Slander video. It's like Nintendo putting subtle marketing for their theme park, and it's a clip of the Cat in the Hat movie where like obviously Cat's like fucking advertising Universal Studios. Haha, ka-ching. Oh my god, wait, it's coming to fruition. It's coming true. That's so funny. Oh my goodness. Even if they don't expand on like character depth and like story plot stuff, like, dude, I'm probably gonna like this movie more than the first Mario Brothers movie. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I always bring this up whenever I'm talking like video game movies, right? Like, I think Sonic 3 is the best written like video game movie out there. And Sonic 3 is up there as like one of the best video game movies, period. But like, the elation and like euphoria I get watching the Mario Brothers movie is unlike anything I've ever experienced. And I do think I'm gonna go through something very, very similar with this Galaxy movie. I'm just gonna have so much fun. It's just gonna be such a fun time, dude. Rosalina on the big screen. One of the best Mario characters on the big screen. Oh boy. I low-key wouldn't mind. Donkey Kong and Cranky Kong are not confirmed to be in this movie, and I'm like, yeah, they're not even in Galaxy. Oh yeah. Oh, I guess, unless I'm missing anything else, I guess the last thing we could talk about are the other rumors. Also, I barely even touched on Bowser Jr., but you gotta wonder how he's gonna fit the mold into the movie canon. Because, like, nothing about any of Bowser's family is ever mentioned or alluded to in the Mario Brothers movie. I kind of wonder if they kind of have to write him in the Galaxy movie, because Bowser Jr. being in the Galaxy movie doesn't surprise me, because he does kind of have a big role in it in the games. But how are they going to explain the whole, like, it's like, oh, Peach is my mama. What do you mean, Bowser Fox? You know what I mean? Like, I think they're going to have to explain that. I am looking forward to how they're going to characterize Bowser Jr. Because whenever they actually do try to make Bowser Jr. a focal point in these games, like Mario Sunshine, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is another really good example. Like, he's a really fun character. Bowser Jr. is a really good character. And a lot of people do like Bowser Jr. himself. So, he's going to add plenty to this movie. He's going to add plenty to this movie verse. But the other rumor I'm thinking of in my head that I forget specifics, but it alludes to like 7 warriors the good guys have to like fight. Does that ring a bell? A group of 7 characters in the Mario universe that are notorious for being a group of 7. 7 turtley types introduced in Mario Bros. 3 and Mario World. If that's true, how the fuck are the Koopalings gonna be in this movie? Like, how are they gonna fit? That, plus, apparently, Wario might be in it too. Dude, Wario's not even fucking in any of the mainline Marios besides the remake of Mario 64. He's not even in Galaxy 1 and 2. Like, if any of that description's true, if Wario's in it, if the Koopalings are in it, like, I'll keep an open mind. That shit sounds like a mess. That shit sounds like it could be a train wreck if they don't know what they're doing. Just like vomiting as much Mario stuff as they could, because there was like a method to a lot of the Mario-y elements in the first movie. You go from Mario Brothers, you start with the beginning, then you go into Super Mario Brothers, like them being tossed in the Mushroom Kingdom, and like main Mario stuff. You get a little Mario Kart, you get a little Donkey Kong, but like it all makes sense being a part of that world. Like, where's Wario fitting in Mario Galaxy stuff, man? Why would you add the Koopalings too? You know what I mean? Like, I think like that's gonna be weird. And yeah, no, the only major thing like I would hope this movie would do is just more character stuff. Even just like more downtime with like characters talking with each other. Because that's another thing too. Like, that's another thing that kind of worked against the original movie, which like the character moments are good. Like Mario talking to Peach, Mario talking to DK, right? They last like 2 minutes. Like even if we have like one or two of those conversations last like 5 minutes, like that could be good. If this movie is longer too, that would also be really good. Because if you're worried about like too much character downtime, it like running into the runtime of the movie, like I think it would benefit the Mario Galaxy movie more, because that's pretty much the one thing people wanted out of the original movie, and that's why people aren't a fan of like how fast paced it was. Because we don't get any downtime, we don't get any slow moments to just stop and get to know Mario, Peach, DK, etc. We got like a little bit with like the Fire Flower Field and Peach like, oh, I don't even know where I'm from. I was just sent here out of nowhere, and then they made me their princess, right? And then like Mario and DK like bantering in the giant eel stomach, and like them like kind of sharing a brain, sharing like their troubles and how they're both struggling to like look good in the eyes of their fathers. Just more of that. That's why I love the obstacle course scene, because like that one is like the perfect like parallel to the Mario games like the whole way through, but also like Mario and Peach like getting to know each other, and then Peach just trying to make him feel better and all that stuff. Like, if we got more of that, I think people would be more forgiving, even if you don't go big on a plot. Because even then, like we always say like how Galaxy 1 is big on story, at least in terms of 3D Marios. It's also kind of not, because like the storybook and Rosalina's backstory is big. That's also like completely optional. Like the atmosphere of Galaxy 1 kind of hard carries the game, at least in like writing and presentation, right? I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say with this. So, you know, one route they could go, I guess they could just expand on like Mario being better at platform, because people also bring up how Luigi is also, like, why is he so good at the end of the movie where Mario had to go through a training arc? I like the idea that Luigi is more talented at, like, platforming and some stuff Mario does. He's just not as confident as Mario is. And it would play into the games, because the RPGs do the exact same thing. They say, like, oh, like in Luigi's Diary and Paper Mario 64 and plenty of Mario and Luigi games, how Luigi is like, oh, he has like such a good jump, it's like better than Mario's. But a lot of characters, they don't have as much faith in him because Mario's like the legendary brother, Luigi's always the one in the shadow. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to play into that and Luigi just doesn't feel as confident when he's not with Mario, because that was like the main thing they explored with Mario and Luigi. Like Luigi always like depending on Mario, and then like when Mario's around, he locks in, he grows a pair of balls, and then he steps up, right? I wouldn't mind if they tried to explore a little more of that. They tried to make Luigi be more confident, do more important things without Mario in the picture. Have more faith in Mario, but have more faith in himself, while Mario's getting better at the platforming and he molds into the better Mario player, like how Peach was in the obstacle course. Which, I keep rushing over the Peach thing. Like, I enjoy Peach in the Mario movie, but I do understand why, at least online, there's like a good number of people who are like Peach is like abhorrent in the Mario movie. I don't know about abhorrent, but like she kind of like successfully, like she does like all the platforming stuff well. She doesn't act really all that feminine. She doesn't portray nearly as much as like how she is in the Mario games specifically, right? You don't get the vibe that Peach in the games is the same as she is in the movie. And like the main point is that they lean too far on like the other side of the spectrum. I think you could find a balance, because I do like how like this Peach is different from the game Peach, but I do think you can strike a balance of like, oh, like the girly, feminine, all that shit. It's a bit of a touchy subject, because there's like plenty of people who say that, but there's a lot of people who like hate the idea that like Peach doesn't get kidnapped. it's a whole thing. It's kind of a whole thing. I might make that its own video at some point too. Like, people don't like how, like, oh, like, she's playable in 3D World and Wonder. She's not, like, the main token of, like, the end game for Mario. But, like, there's been plenty of people who express the opposite for so long. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I'll get into that in a different point. Point is, though, if you make Movie Peach a little more like Game Peach, I think you're going to have a lot less people dislike and discredit this version of Peach. Because it is a completely different version. But I do think you can strike that balance in terms of character. I think that's it. You know, if they use this movie to because we've gotten those rumors a while back of like a Luigi's Mansion and Donkey Kong Country spinoff, whether a movie or a show. I want to say movie. If they use this movie and like Wario somehow in it, and it's like, hey guys, we're gonna do WarioWare or Wario Land, preferably Wario Land, but then like I wouldn't mind. It has to make sense. I just think that's kind of the main thing, which there's a lot of stuff in Mario that doesn't make sense, but you kind of have to make that make sense. You know what I mean? I think that's everything I could think of. That's what happens when you don't have a script. You hit the record off and it's like, oh shit, I forgot to bring up this. But like we're less than 48 hours out from the trailer, right? Guys, do you like my rambling? You like ramblings? Or do you just like the fact I'm making a video again after so long and it's an actual video? Technically this doesn't count because this is another direct. But like, I've made so many videos about like the Mario Brothers movie. I was gonna make plenty of videos regardless of the Mario Galaxy movie. At least theoretically, because I've said so many times, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this video. I'm gonna do this. And it just never happens. Dude, I kept typing out my Invincible review, but I lost the data on my SSD and it was a 30-page script and I'm like, I don't know if I want to fucking do that again, man. I'm gonna keep trying to find someone who could maybe restore the data, but that's besides the point. Guys, Galaxy movie. We're on the cusp. We are on the cusp. We are right there. We are so close. Oh my god. Oh boy. Guys, give me your thoughts, theories, opinions, wants, desires, etc. out of this Mario Galaxy movie. What are they going to do if they make a third movie? Because, okay, apparently there's rumors it's going to be an Odyssey movie, but like, see, I sound a little annoyed, which is ironic because I love Odyssey. But like, story-wise, the first movie already did that. Like the Mario Brothers movie, like Peach and Mario already go through like Battlefield, Toast Arena, the Kong Country, and then they drive on Rainbow Road. Like they do travel like parts of the world. The whole thing is Bowser sets up a wedding. Like what the fuck what could you do if it is Odyssey? You have to make it not Odyssey at that point. At least the core story. If you want to explore the world and like more of the world, maybe story-wise, that's kind of the main thing. I'm like, what could they even do, bro? They already did, like, a wedding. You know what I mean? Bowser expanding his forces to rule the galaxy, like, that could be cool. That's probably why the Koopalings will probably fit in, just to, like, expand his empire or whatever. That's such a big jump, bro. Mario Brothers, it's like, oh, I'm gonna make Peach my bride. Oh, shit, that didn't work. I'm just gonna rule the universe. That's why Mario's fucking awesome, bro. They just hyped up the scales that much, and they give the villain like so much power for just being just like a bumbling freaking like turtle dad, bro. It's awesome. They can make him goofy, and it's like when he walks in, it's like, oh my god, Luigi's kind of scary, just like Mario Galaxy, just like Paper Mario 64. You know what I mean? It's awesome, man. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll let you guys do it, guys. I gotta wake up early. Dude, my sleep schedule's been horrendous lately, too. Do I stay up late? All night or maybe? Oh boy, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Stay super.
Yo, hey, 妹妹，嘿，我来呀！不，共和大哈哈呀！拉面，嘿，来面，来个面，共和再见呀！哈哈，拉面，下手面，谢谢。